Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. The jewel has never been my weakness. She has always been my healing. The great lion breaks silence, amid backlash over his ordering Ebony out of the palace to the UK. Now, our people say when the lion returns to his den, even the hyenas know the feast is over. Yeah. When the lion returned to his den, even the hyenas, they know that the feast is over. Now, the great lion had to gather his his elders and everyone to speak his mind to them. You know how he does these things now. He will listen as if he's not hearing what is going on and everything. Then when he is ready to speak, he will speak. He gathered them, his elders, everyone, including the Soko, Ogidigba, and all of that. They gathered and he told them one thing. That contrary to the belief that, the jewel is his weakness. No, the jewel is not his weakness. The jewel is his healing. The jewel is his stability, mental stability. That he understands that a lot of them cannot understand why a big king like him will have this kind of, heart towards a woman. But they need to know that the jewel is different. That he knows that a lot of them know that the jewel is different. But he wants them to understand that the jewel is very, very different. There's something about the jewel, okay, that resonates with his heart, with his soul. With his soul. And that is something he has not been able to find anywhere. They know him very well. He has traveled across the globe. He's got money. He's got wealth. He's very wealthy. He is a super duper brilliant king. And looking at his looks, with due respect, the man is a very, very handsome man, okay? Yeah, they said you don't refer to a king as handsome and all of that. That's what some African culture will say, that you don't. But he is, and that is why I'm adding with due respect. He is. He's got the height, he's got the complexion, he's got the face, he's got everything. He is strong, energetic. And so, just with a blink of an eye, 10, 20 women will gather. You and I know. Because all of this with wanting to be married to the great lion is all about, proximity to power. Okay? And women want that above everything. You see, recently, everyone has had something to say about Regina Daniels. You cannot blame her. She was a child and apparently never knew that a time will come where that butterfly in the stomach will not be there, things will change. I think she didn't know, but at that time she was thinking about power as well. Wealth, affluence, okay? Today, when you meet a lot of people are very, very, outward thinking, they ask you of your, where you come from, your background and all of that. Women are looking at this and that's why they want to get married. But let me not digress, okay? He told them. He said, the jewel has never been his weakness, that the jewel has always been his healing. He was very grateful to those who have been very supportive towards himself and the jewel, because in fairness to a lot of those elders, they have stood, by their king. Yes, they have. They have been there for their king. They have supported their king because they know that he might be a king, but matters of the heart can, ruin everything, okay? Matters of the heart, has a lot to do with people's mental health, okay? And because they want their king to be in a good place mentally, they have supported him. So he thanked them and also said to them that for those of them who think that the jewel is his weakness, the jewel is not a weakness to him, that a lot of things that have happened, the fact that he has calmed down, things have been going well, that is because the jewel is in the picture. The jewel is in his life. That if the jewel had not been there, he would not know. That himself, sometimes he asks himself, what is it about the jewel? That a lot of people, especially his elders who were seated there, he said they think that is all about her beauty. Yes, the jewel is very beautiful. The jewel is very gorgeous, but it's not all about her beauty. That there's something about the jewel that resonates with his soul. And he will always say he does not think that he can ever be able to, run his life without the jewel being a part of it. And this is something he wanted them to understand and know that there's nothing anybody can do to change that. That is how it is. That he himself, he is powerless when it comes to that. He cannot control anything. That he can control his emotion as it has to do with any other person, any other thing, but not with the jewel. As far as the jewel is in the picture, he's not able to control his emotion. He loves the woman so much, and the woman has been there to heal his pains and everything. That nobody can ever imagine what he shares with the jewel, but it's completely unique. And it is something that he's not able to find any other place. That he is grateful for those who have supported him this far, and he needs them to know that, yes, he has made up his mind completely. Ofarenda is coming on the 29th of November, and he wants that to come and pass. He wants all of this to be behind him so he can see how he will forge ahead with his life. Then he made mention of something very important. He said that there is none of his wife that is not important to him. They bear his name, he loved them, and they are all very good women, admirable women. He praised them. But for those who want to stay, for those who are ready to walk this journey with him, that he is ready to walk the journey with them. That he is very pleased with the fact that a lot of them are turning a new leaf. They are beginning to see the jewel as family, and they want to work with the jewel. Even though the jewel is not that open, like, yes, he understands that the jewel is scared, but all he wants is peace. They should leave her alone. And that the elders will agree with him that the jewel is not the problem here. And she has never, ever been the problem. That one thing he himself does not like about the jewel is, her susceptibility to running away. She doesn't like problem. If a problem happens now, she's gone. That recently he called the Soko of Ogidigba. That recently the Soko was a witness to what happened. A phone call was made where they plotted on what to say to tarnish her before the great lion and everything. They plotted. Everything was on that phone call. But when he confronted the jewel and put it to the jewel that those were the things that the jewel did, the jewel would not argue because she doesn't want too much argument. Because the jewel believes that you should trust her. If you don't trust her, well, she cannot start to be proving herself to you. That's the kind of woman the jewel is. That they all would agree with him that the jewel is not the problem, and the jewel has never been the problem. That the jewel is not coming to live with them in the palace. The jewel is coming back to her home. After returning back to her home officially before the wall, then the jewel will go and stay either in the royal mansion or stay wherever she wants to stay in London. Wherever the jewel likes to stay, the jewel will stay. So the jewel is not fighting anything with anybody. Let them face their own and let the jewel face her own. But the meeting was just to thank them for supporting him, for supporting everything, for those who supported, and to let them know that, yes, he is prepared to receive his wife right now, and so that preparations, rituals, and everything can commence for, the offering day that is coming up next month. That was what happened, that it was such an amazing time that the great lion had to speak his mind to his elders. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.